I think there's so much pressure nowadays for kids to achieve academically and be the top of their class. But I think that something like dance gives the opportunity for a lot of other skills. There's some things that I think just can't always be learned in a classroom at a desk. Kids need to be moving and socializing with their friends, interacting with each other and learning from each other. And so an environment like this, I think, builds a lot of character skills that not everyone has.
从以前到现在教了不下100个小朋友吧，就每个小朋友都有他的故事。一层是很有天分的小朋友，因为他从小就看阿嬷跳舞啊，他大概是我教过小朋友里面，以他这个年纪哦，就是记舞序非常快的。我如果跟他讲一个舞序的组合，我大概不用讲3遍吧，他都已经背起来，而且他真的很认真，他回家也会练习，在教室里面等阿嬷的时候就一直在练习。对，所以他真的是我看过就是最认真的孩子。那我觉得在引导他的过程，我反而是很希望他放轻松。因为他上课的时候常常就是会，我跟他说上个礼拜你不是有做到，你这礼拜怎么又没有做到？然后他就开始落泪嘛，对不对？我有时候就会告诉自己说，我好像讲得太严格，因为我其实对他的期待也是很大的。泓廷也是在引导他的时候，因为他可能是外国人，所以他的语言跟我不是那么的容易接收到，我们有时候频率没有在一起，有时候也会上课上到他生气，因为他觉得很挫折，不知道是他听不懂还是他做不到。我们2个有时候也会争执，可是到他现在都听得懂我在说什么，然后他可以控制他自己平衡啊、速度啊、爆发力啊、音乐啊、节奏啊，甚至就是对舞伴的 gentleman 的态度啊，他都一直在进步。然后他的眼神从不专注，一直到现在非常的专注，这件事情我觉得也都是非常感动，也是觉得很有成就感的。
我就觉得他很快乐，在家动不动，有的时候就会走路，走2步就会跳个舞，就会动一动身体，扭扭肩膀什么的。
What I'm always impressed by is, because he started very young. We started him when he was, I guess, 6 years old, basically, so quite a young age. And so he's consistently been kind of one of the youngest in the age groups. He just had a competition a few weeks ago, I guess, where it was the under 12 group, but he's still, they're still 8 years old. But I'm always so impressed that he can go out there and look like he belongs. Even though some of these kids have been dancing for many more years than him or than he and his partner, but he still looks like very confident out there, very comfortable out there. And I feel like it could be a scary thing to go out in front of, hundreds of people and judges and they're marking you. And I was just so impressed by them when they go out there confidently and look like they really know what they're doing at such a young age. I think that dancing has really helped him in a lot of ways maybe he wouldn't get at normal school or cram school, because it requires so much kind of self-discipline and self-control to go out and practice and be aware of his own, improvements and challenges. And it's impressive that he can now take the initiative to practice on his own. When he first started, it had to be like, you need to practice, we need to watch you practice to make sure that you do it. But now it can be, okay, it's time to practice dance at home, and he'll do it independently because he recognizes that that's his responsibility and that he needs to take steps to improve. So I think it's taught him a lot more kind of responsibility, self-discipline that I think is really important, not just for dance, but for everything as he grows up.
有妈妈陪伴，他会加上一点点的技巧，又有外国老师来，他又教我了新的步骤，还有老师礼拜六会教我上课的，所以会变得更强。我那个动作增加了比较好，然后爸爸又会说我平常跳舞都很好，所以我就觉得我更强，然后呢又很帅气。学校的老师也有在上有一个40的国标舞那边，妈妈有传给老师一个跳舞的影片，然后呢老师就播放了给大家，大家都说哇哇，我就觉得我很伟大又很棒。
A lot of his long-term goals and my expectations, I think, depend on how committed he is as he gets older. You know, I think there's times that he really enjoys it and there's times that he gets frustrated, of course. As he gets older, I think if he really gets into it and finds that he wants to keep going with it, then I think there's no limit to how well he can do. But I don't know that if I have an expectation for him to be a professional dancer. I just hope that it gives him a chance to kind of express himself and show some creativity, learn some self-discipline, and learn some skills that might, you know, build his self-confidence as he grows up. Whether he dances for the rest of his life or just, you know, for a few years, I think this is a really valuable experience for him and helps build his character as he gets older and matures.
总之一句就是他的兴趣，以后会怎么样？只要他喜欢做家长的、做父母的、做阿嬷，我们都会支持他。如果他愿意继续一直走下去，我也会不辞辛苦，这样子每天带他上课啊、下课啊、去比赛什么都会，只要他喜欢就好。
I think there's so much pressure nowadays for kids to achieve academically and be the top of their class and study math and Chinese and English, you know, until late at night. But I think that something like dance gives the opportunity for a lot of other skills that really, really important for kids, especially at a young age. There's some things that I think just can't always be learned in a classroom at a desk. Kids need to be moving and socializing with their friends, in this case, and their dance partners, interacting with each other and learning from each other. And so an environment like this, I think, builds a lot of character skills that not everyone has. You know, even adults struggle with their self-confidence and their ability to go out and perform in front of others. So to let kids do something like this at a young age, I think, has a lot of long-term benefits.
现在国标舞推广的非常好，然后我们的世界总会也在很努力的想要进奥运，我们也一直很努力的往下扎根，希望在求学的过程，如果遇到课业压力的时候，不要放弃，可以少跳，但真的不要放弃。我觉得这是一个很好的运动，是一辈子的运动。不管之后有没有从事教学，或者是它有没有变成你的职业，我觉得它都是可以陪伴你一辈子。因为我就是这样过来的。我跟我先生因为国标舞，我们走遍全世界看世界，我们去比赛，然后就顺便到处旅游，然后有非常丰富的人生历练，都是因为国标舞。不但是运动，也可以帮助你交到很多好朋友。